Good Saturday afternoon, everyone. Hopefully, everyone's having a great weekend out there. We do have some severe weather and possible flooding risk as we go in through this afternoon into tonight, into tomorrow across parts of the area. But first, if you're just now joining us, click that thumbs up button, that like button, comment where you're from, and share this with your friends and family. It's great. If you're showing us over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It's basically liking it like liking a page on Facebook. Hit that subscribe button, hit all for notifications, and you'll be notified every time we go live over on YouTube. All right, let's get right into the current conditions, and then we're going to get into the severe weather aspect. We'll go over future radar. We'll go over highs for Sunday as well. Alrighty, here is the current hazards map as of this while we're going live here. So this is back here in California. We'll start out west. We have excessive heat warnings out there, all the way through watches into warnings, parts of Nevada as well, towards Las Vegas. Get over here towards the front range of Colorado, towards the Denver area. We have a severe thunderstorm watch ongoing there. And we're going to go over the little bits and pieces of where these severe thunderstorms are going to go tonight, because a big complex is going to form and then start riding down through Kansas into Missouri and possibly into northern Arkansas tonight. and create some flash flooding concerns. We'll take a look at that. And that's why there is a flash flood watch or flood watch out for most of the southern half of Missouri tonight. Northern Arkansas is not included as of right now, but some rain will be getting down into there. Some localized 5, maybe even 7-inch amounts is possible tonight across parts of Missouri Ozarks, southern Missouri. So that's something you need to keep an eye on for this evening. Now, down here towards western Texas or eastern Texas, down through parts of Louisiana, you see so a lot of these rivers and streams and stuff down through here are under flood warnings because of all the recent heavy rains we've had over the past, seems like 30 to 45 days down that way. So that's basically the hazard map for today. So then let's go into the severe weather aspect for today into tomorrow. Alrighty, here is the trouble spot for the rest of today into tonight, into early tomorrow morning. Basically, enhanced risk out here towards eastern Colorado through parts of Kansas, slight risk far northern Oklahoma, through most of Kansas here in through the southern half of Missouri. Got a marginal risk into just south of there into Oklahoma, through northern Arkansas, over towards Tennessee as well, up towards far western Kentucky, up towards St. Louis to Kansas City. So severe thunderstorms are expected to develop across the central high plains this afternoon, which they've already been happening across eastern Colorado here, and then spread towards central Kansas this evening. Significant severe winds of up to 75 to 85 mile per hour winds is possible. Very large hail is also possible. Scattered severe thunderstorms also will occur across parts of Missouri, with some additional development later this afternoon and this evening. There's going to be that's where a lot of these training storms will be, is over towards Missouri, because there's going to be development this afternoon and then this evening, and then this big complex is going to come out of Colorado and then spread over the same areas. And that's why there's a flash flood watch out for southern parts of Missouri. All right, here's the latest from the Storm Prediction Center. There's a watch that's possible. There's 40% chance of that. Severe threat may increase across parts of southern Missouri here into southeastern Kansas as we go throughout the afternoon and into this evening. Severe hail in excess of maybe 1 inch to 2 inches in diameter, and 60 mile per hour winds or greater are the main threats. They're saying weather watch issuance is possible. This depends on convective trends, if anything develops. But you can see on visible satellite imagery, there is a boundary right here. There's plenty of moisture in the air. There's plenty of CAPE in the air as well. I think 3,500 to 4,000 joules per kilogram here. So that's plenty of instability. So storms could develop here. So if you see a watch, don't be surprised across this area later this afternoon into this evening. All right, so what you see on your screen here is the latest from the Weather Prediction Center over the next 48 hours just on rainfall. And you see where that target location is. This could easily come a little bit further south, could come a little bit further north, but as of right now, it looks like the bullseye of very heavy rain, at least 2 to 4 inches, possibly localized spots 6 to 7 inches possible up here in parts of southern Missouri and in through southeastern Missouri as well. Basically tonight in through tomorrow morning. And then as we go in through after 48 hours, we're going to get a lot of tropical moisture come up with a disturbance. It's coming up through Cuba. It's basically going to really dump some rain on Florida. So let's take a look at that. All right, starting mid to late next week, we're going to get a big tropical plume, basically, and a disturbance coming to the Gulf of Mexico here. And on the right side of this low is going to be dumping absolutely a ton of rain through parts of Florida. The latest from the Weather Prediction Center here could be upwards of 15 inches of rain in southern parts of Florida, easily up here towards the Panhandle. Maybe 4 to 5, 6 inches of rain. And as you get towards the southern peninsula of Florida here, really ramps up to 7 to 10, then probably 10 to 15 across southern Florida. So if you guys are going down that way, especially on vacation or anything towards basically mid to late week, it's going to be basically a deluge down there in Florida. I know there's some drought conditions down there as well, so this will alleviate a lot of those drought concerns as we go in through, like I said, mid to late week. All right, let's take a look at future radar here. So this is 6 o'clock this evening. You can see some storms starting to develop across southern Missouri here into maybe just west of St. Louis. Maybe some storms southeast of Chicago. And here's this complex of storms that's starting to get its act together out here in parts of Colorado. And then as we go throughout the evening hours, you can see this constant train of storms up here in southern Missouri. So there's going to be very localized spots that could get 5 to 7 inches of rain tonight into parts of southern Missouri, with this boundary just laying there basically. And this continuous training of storms across parts of southern Missouri, including Springfield area. And then here comes the next cluster of storms back here into Kansas. And then this looks like it's going to could bow out, and so this is going to be some concerns as we go into later this evening. If this happens this way, could come down into parts of northern Arkansas later tonight, and then more back building of more storms. So very heavy rain throughout this area. And then here comes that next wind maker, severe thunderstorm possibilities as we go through most of Kansas here, and then sweeping through the Ozarks as we go into early in the morning, heading its way to northeastern Oklahoma and to northern Arkansas around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning as well. Then it kind of dies out. There's going to be a little bit more activity possibilities as we go into 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, and then more storms possible across Oklahoma, southern Oklahoma, maybe even over here towards New Mexico into western Texas, even as we go throughout the day. Now we go in through later tomorrow night, more storms out here towards western Texas. You guys need the rain out there as well, so enjoy this while you get it, because it's going to probably start turning a lot more hotter and drier in the weeks ahead. But as we go in through, this is the 10th. This is on Monday. See just some scattered storms around early in the morning. But like I said, severe weather is possible as we go in through tonight into tomorrow morning across parts of Colorado, all the way through Kansas and in through parts of southern Missouri, maybe even far northern Arkansas, heading its way into possibly Kentucky, into northeastern Tennessee as well. But the biggest concern tonight is going to be heavy rain, flash flooding, likely across parts of southern Missouri tonight. All right, the Weather Prediction Center, this excessive rainfall outlook for tonight. You can see a moderate risk of flash flooding across parts of southern Missouri, slight risk all the way down into parts of northern Arkansas, through the rest of southern Missouri, through most of Kansas here, and into parts of eastern Oklahoma. So, like I said, the flash flood threat could become very serious across parts of southern Missouri and maybe bleeding into far northern Arkansas tonight. All right, let's get into your highs for Sunday. It's going to be very steamy out there across parts of Texas into the south here, especially along and south of I-40. 91 Little Rock, 87 Oklahoma City. There could be some storms around here and there. Out here towards western Texas, upper 80s to almost 100 degrees down here towards Midland to El Paso. There's going to be a possibility of some late day storms down that way. 98 San Antonio, 89 Houston, 90 New Orleans, 94 in Monroe tomorrow, 97 Tallahassee, and up towards the Mid-Atlantic, probably 90s up that way, get towards Washington, 83. 73 Cleveland, and 81 up in Des Moines for tomorrow on Sunday. All right, stay weather aware for tonight, especially across Kansas into Missouri, into far northern Oklahoma, and northern Arkansas, and then more storms possible going into Sunday for basically I-40 corridor from Little Rock over towards Oklahoma City and western Texas. Stay weather aware. Have a way to get warnings. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your